Hey y'all. Good afternoon. This is High Priestess Jamila. And you know what? I actually made a quick video right after I did that reading. I made a quick video on TikTok that I don't think that it made it up because I fell asleep a little ways after that, had me my little bowl of cereal and I just kind of fell asleep. But it had triggered me because I ran into, and I don't even have all of the details. I don't have any of the details. All I got to say is that if I lived in New York, I would be either fighting it, declaring my sovereignty, or either moving away. And I am saying because like if you look up Sharia law, these Muslims are trying to come over to America and force their religious beliefs in America. I am saying in advance, hell no, and it ain't gonna work out for them. That's what I'm saying in advance. It's not going to work out for them. First of all, as someone that was raised Christian Baptist, I think I would label it as mainly kind of Baptist or whatever. I was raised that way. When you get older, to me, it's perfectly fine for you to choose your spiritual path beyond what your parents did in your home if you choose. And so that's exactly what is okay for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And whether or not you want to keep your Christian roots or not is perfectly fine. I think that that is perfectly fine. I think that it really depends on your experiences with it because I truly believe that your personal relationship with God determines your path. It does. And it's literally nobody else's business and it doesn't affect anybody else. Okay. So I made a video. I'm gonna get that video to finish uploading because it was like a few minutes longer than it and it took a little bit longer to get uploaded. Stop trying to force your religion onto people. First of all, as a Baptist raised person, Midwest Baptism, okay, in the Midwest, being Muslim falls totally out. Totally. That's definitely out. Even if I were to convert back to Christianity, I would still be a witch. I would just label myself as a Christian witch, which to me is totally not necessary. I feel like it would be more dangerous and I just would not ever do that. Okay. Because really, what people don't realize is that if you are a witch, you are born that way. You don't really have a choice. You're still a witch. Okay. Seriously. So it kind of doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. And I feel like it would be blasphemy for me to be visiting churches and things of that nature. And I do have something called respect. These Muslims, no, honey, no. And you know what? I will do the work to protect myself. In fact, today what I'm doing, y'all, is I am setting up my Yule altar for Christmas. Little Christmas tree, little garland, little, and yeah, and it's still gonna have some of my Sam Hain stuff on it. Because I'm finishing up some stuff with that. So I think I might make that a members only video. You know what I'm saying? I'm not real sure. It just depends. Today is November the 6th. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. And what I first of all, I don't understand why people listen. If you are Muslim, then you go by Sharia law. You go by that, okay? And I've read it. And I don't even think it's anything wrong with it. I don't have to go around though wearing that title because you know what? It is always what's hidden beneath the underbelly of the situation. Okay. And then also just what I noticed, I'm not down with most religions. I'm not. I'm not a religious person at all, but definitely not no Muslim. No, I would never practice those beliefs. I have my own beliefs. I ain't never robbed nobody. I ain't never stole from nobody. I would never hurt a freaking fly. I'm a good person. I raise good children. My children mind their own business. They don't bother nobody. They ain't trying to mess with nobody's mama. They ain't trying to mess with nobody. So I feel that I am perfect the way that I am. I don't need your Sharia law. And then plus, I have dealt with a Muslim before, and it is fucking torture. It is hell, and it goes completely against my principles, even as someone that was raised Christian Baptist, even as somebody raised like that. That's why I never got along with Jehovah. I never got along with that. You know, literally Christians model their beliefs around paganism. So basically, I had an uncle, he's gone right now, God rest his soul. He would always tell me, he would be like, Christmas is a pagan holiday. He would just literally tell me that over and over again. And my uncle was a devout Christian. Okay. Anything that has anything to do with being Muslim goes completely against my values and my beliefs totally, especially the way that they reject holidays and Sabbaths. No, thank you. So, you know what? And I'm seeing this, and just like when I protected me and my collective from the cartels, I protected me and my collective from going hungry, from being, mistakenly deported and all of that stuff and harassed by all of that stuff. I will be collecting, I will be protecting my collective from the Sharia law. Don't first of all, don't like I do not listen. I do not